What's up, party people? Had a little break early in the morning. Uh, was about 7:29 a.m. Started around 6:15. Looked at a couple emails, did a couple things, took a little coffee break. Um, Wake myself up. Well, I'm already woke. I just like the coffee, actually. Um, I was listening to Earl Nightingale. And if you ever heard about The Secret, um, I've listened to Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And I listen to my Bible audio Bible verses this morning too. That's my first thing. But yeah, I was just thinking, you know, I was listening to the Earl Nightingale and was mentioning how some people, it's easy to think negative before positive. I totally agree that a lot of people do that. Don't know why, but I don't know. Even if I look at myself, I try not to be a negative person. Definitely not intentional. But sometimes, you're not perfect, but sometimes it might come off negative or you might not be just as positive. I honestly believe you should be more positive throughout the day than negative. If you have more, most of your days, you're negative feelings about everything, you really have to step back and look at yourself. Try to find out what the issues are. Pray. I believe in that. Talk to people. If you don't have anybody to talk to, the man upstairs, talk to God. He'll be there. But I was thinking about that, how powerful that is, and I've said it before many times. I've been obviously I've been blessed. Everybody has been through so many things in their lives, the ups and downs. Um, I've had my share, but everybody has their own story, and my story, I can only talk about mine. It's very unique. At least I think in the eyes. I have to step back sometime and realize I know I'm blessed, but how blessed I am. It's really it's very humbling. To realize how blessed I am. I mean, I could go from, when I was 8 years old, I was shot. My mom was shot, unfortunately, in the process. Well, I was shot in the process. My mother lost her use of her right hand. You know, I got lucky. First of all, blessed to have my mother still with me, and I was still here as well. Wasn't paralyzed or anything. You think about those type of things. You're like, wow, that doesn't work out for everybody. Definitely, two people at the same time. You know, and I'm here 49 years old, knocking on 50 if I make it to 50 in October. But you think about those things and like, wow. When I was around, I don't know, I think about 13 or so, I almost drowned in a lake. Where I'm from, where they had to come get me. I think about those things. I think about when somebody had a gun, and it was just one of those typical freak accidents in college, and I won't name names, but the gun went off when somebody said it wasn't loaded. I didn't have it. It was just they were just messing around with it, and it went off and grazed my hand. Then it didn't cause any damage, just a bruise. You think about that, like, wow, how close was that? And the fact that most people don't get that opportunity most of the time to even talk about it, um, or just live through something like that. You think about those are, some pretty significant events. I've had many, but through all of it, my mother, she's the strongest person I know. Faithful, God fearing, you name it. She's one of the nicest people I know, and she had, like I said, she lost her use of her right hand. She's had a stroke before, and she had a major stroke. Man, time goes by. I think it was a year and a half now. And unfortunately, she had to go to the hospital. Had to do emergency surgery. Didn't know if she was going to make it or not. And she was not responsive for a while. We didn't know, should we pull, take off, ventilate, all that, that type of stuff, going through that with your family, your brothers and sisters. It can take an emotional toll on you. That's everybody. My sister being the only girl out of four boys, and her, she took a big, stand. Everybody stepped in. My sister took a really big stand in helping war, especially now. My mom, she's talking. Um, she's writing a little bit. She's we think about taking the tube out now, but because she's eating little food, applesauce, things like that. And you really think about it, like we prayed about, should we, take her off? Should we do this? And we left it in God's hands. Um, it's crazy when you leave it in His hands how He works, because we had no idea. We thought we knew. Okay, things are not going well. Um, things are not going well. So what do we do? But I was okay with whatever He decided, and I knew He would show us a sign, and He did. So whatever it is for now, we enjoy our mother. But anyway, it's just part of life. These things make you think, like, people say, "Oh, why are you smiling?" uh, half the time I don't even know I'm smiling. It's just a habit, I guess. And I think how you feel inside makes a difference, because inside I don't feel like I'm mad at the world for the most part. I've had my moments just like anybody else. Well, I was mad at the world. Uh, but I have a lot of reasons, not valid, a lot of reasons to be depressed, disappointed, sad. But the fact that I'm talking here, I'm able to talk, see, taste, touch. It's interesting. But yeah, I went on that tangent just to let you know that there are some people that think they have, it's the end, it's the worst. But some of us have, I was fortunate to have my family, and had a good family, strong family to support me, friends. Obviously, when I was young, they didn't understand what was going on, but as I got older, to support me, and put what you put out there makes a difference. I know I'm going in circles and circles, but the whole point is how blessed. Sometimes you just have to step back and realize how blessed you are in situations. Um, I know that I will be blessed beyond measurement in terms of wealth. I know this because I asked, and I believe. Um, it sounds cliche. I want to help a lot of people. Well, I actually do. Starting with, being selfish. My wife, what I'm saying, and me, enjoy the fruits of our labor. But I want to, we both like to help people. I like to help my family. real friends, and those I don't even know. And I could do that without money. Money is just I guess, a avenue in some things, but even from my any knowledge that I have that I gain, help someone. But financially, I'm not even worried about it. I'm not rich by any means right now, but it's in the plans, And I ask, and I believe, and I have faith, and faith without works is dead, right? So I'll put in my work. And something interesting though, I read, and it was in the Think and Grow Rich. It talked about, the things they shouldn't be hard. It's not that everything is hard when you ask for this, and that's the thing that stood out to me. Because we say hard work, I work hard every day. In my job, I work hard every day. So if that's hard, then I'm good, you know. But yeah, step back, step back, look at everything. You need some help. I started a channel a couple times, off and on. One day, I'm going to keep it consistent to where, you know, I used to call it Random Thoughts, Tito's Random Thoughts, because, I wasn't focused on one thing, because sometimes I want to talk about workouts, sometimes I want to talk about life, sometimes I want to talk about just a struggle I had, or, I saw the kindness of some people, anything. I can talk about anything. But today was just realizing how blessed I am, and just stepping back. And of all the things that I'm blessed with, my beautiful wife, Monica. And, it's not perfect ever. But, you hear people say that. But meaning, you have to become friends. You have to become one. And we've become good friends. And, yeah, she probably gets super upset at me um, sometimes. And I try to be a good husband, a good brother, a good cousin, friend, uncle, all that stuff. Um, I work on myself every day. So, yeah, y'all. So, look, like I said, step back. Sometimes you have to step back and really look at how blessed you are, physically, mentally, material things. I mean, It's nothing wrong with being thankful for those things that you got and you asked for, just because they're material. At least I don't think so. You know, Nowhere where I read it was something wrong with that. But sometimes when you worship things, that's when it gets out of hand, and that's who you become. So you have to be careful of that. I mean, I like cars. I don't have but one. So, but I like to drive cars. It ain't nothing. I could care less what somebody else care about what car I have. If I like it, I like it. But yeah, this is again some of my random thoughts, and the thought today was really just to step back again and look at everything you've achieved, that you're trying to achieve, and don't think that you're getting too old to do something. I'm gonna go back to a phrase I read in one of my dentist's office, and I forgot his name because I was in junior high or high school in Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And I read on the thing, it was a plaque on the wall. Now I'm at the dentist, and it said, "A man is not old." Um, Actually, that's my other phrase. See, I'm twisted it. That's one of my phrases. I'll tell you, I'll come back to that one. But his phrase said, "If you don't have time to do it right, when do you have time to do it over?" If you go into the dentist, you like to see something like that because you figure he gonna do it right. So now my favorite phrase above that one that I read, and look it up, Google it. I forgot where I got it from. It's not mine. I can't take credit for it. But it says, a man is not old until regrets take the place of dreams. Think about that now. You start, I wish I would have did this. Oh man, I should have. No regrets. That don't mean go out and do anything crazy all the time. But anyway, no regrets. So I'm gonna leave that with you all today. And I'm get better. This was a random thing, so forgive the camera and everything. I'm just I had, like I said, had my little mental break, and thought I would share some thoughts that I was thinking, and like everybody always say, maybe it can help somebody. But truthfully, maybe it could. This is a real story, my story, part of my story, and I have all the reasons to be happy, positive. Why the heck you gonna walk around moping and being just negative all the day? If you do, go to the other room. Don't let it rub off on anybody else. I'm serious, just like the rotten apple, what I'm saying? Go somewhere else. Nothing, not being mean about that, but sometimes you need some time to yourself. Don't let it rub off on everybody else. Just remember, what you do, what you say, what you think, it affects a lot of people around you, even when you don't know it. All right, this is Tito, y'all, and I'm out. Peace.